And to our continuing focus on a new sobering report on the country's education system, do you actually know whether the Early Childhood Development and Education Center your child is attending is registered by the government? Well, the report from the education lobby group USAWA reveals that only half of the private early childhood education centers in the country are registered with the Ministry of Education. Our education reporter Rukia Bule has more insights from that report.
The first 5 years are the most crucial in the life of a child. Psychologists say this is when a child's brain develops the fastest, creating millions of connections in the brain. In a survey conducted by USAWA, which mapped 2,072 centers spread across 11 sub-counties in Nairobi, only 50% of the private early childhood development and education centers are registered. The report shows that a caregiver's involvement is vital in the performance of a child. 89% of parents with children in private ECDEs are likely to check on their children's homework. 68% of the parents communicate with the child's teacher, while 62% sign their children's diaries. On the flip side, 79% of the parents with children in public schools are likely to check on their children's homework. 49% communicate with the child's teacher, and only 31% sign their diaries.
The level of involvement of parents to their children, even before joining schools, is elemental towards determining their academic outcomes. Therefore, it is important that all parents understand the need for proper caregiving even before birth and during early stages of development.
Play is equally pivotal in a child's physical development. The report shows that children in public early childhood centers have more playtime and learning materials. 21% of private centers do not have access to playgrounds. Public centers also prove to have a better workforce. 75% of teachers in public centers were aged 45 plus, meaning they had more experience, while in private centers, only 12% were above 45 years old. However, the pupil-to-teacher ratio was better in private schools. The ratio in public schools was 40 learners per teacher ratio, while private centers had 20 learners per teacher.
You go to some of the counties, they are using school dropouts to teach in the early childhood education. Yet we are saying that the Teacher Service Commission should approve of who should teach in the class.
We want to find a way to create a national platform where there can be engagement that brings quality and standards across our ECDs in the country.
What is the work of this group?
On gender, there were more girls in private centers and more boys in public centers. According to USAWA, PP2 learners performed better in activities that required memorization and performed poorly in activities that required creativity. Rukia Bule, NTV.